All right, so I've been seeing a lot of fluff recently going around about using personalized videos and how to use them, the best workflow, blah, blah, blah. For those of you who have been following me, you know that I've been using personalized videos, well, since the first post I made about cold email. I've been using it for the past 3 years, and I've been using a series of different softwares, and I'm such a fan of it, in fact, that I even created my own software that lets you create personalized videos at scale completely automatically. So when it comes to video outreach in cold email, I would say I know a thing or two about it. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact workflow that I've been using or that I'm currently using. I haven't used this exact workflow for as far as I can remember because certain things have changed. And I've seen recently posts about this that basically takes the workflow that I've been using, that I used, a year ago, 2 years ago, and applying it to today's market. But today's market is too advanced for that workflow. Hence, I've had to change it and reiterate it and optimize it a bit. So this is probably the only video that you're going to need about the workflow to use for personalized videos. Now, what you see in front of you is basically the workflow mapped out. And it might look pretty complicated to some of you, but it isn't complicated. I'm just bad at drawing this out, essentially. But before I show you this, I just want to go through quickly why I use video. What's the benefit of using video? Because it's really important to understand that. So the first thing is obvious, pattern interrupter. And as you know, cold emails are going through the roof right now, and that's why it's crucial more now than ever to stand out, and personalized videos help you do that. So I've had this image here to sort of help you understand what I mean by pattern interrupter. But people pause when they see a personalized video. And the second one is friction. So when you ask someone for a meeting, then the friction is too high. So a lot of business owners, if you ask them for 30 minutes of their time, that's too much to ask for them to enter the next step in your funnel, which causes a friction point. Now, if you instead ask to send over a personalized video on how your solution works, then that reduces the friction. And the best part about these videos and why I built Vinna and some features we have helps you create videos that actually convert. So you don't get ghosted after sending over the video. So those are the most important benefits. There's more to it, but I'm not going to go into that right now. So how does the workflow work? So what we have here is the main sequence, which is this just regular white steps here. We have the main sequence, and we have the subsequence, which is this blue here. And then we have a second subsequence, which is the orange here. So in total, we have 3 sequences that we're working with. The main, the first subsequence, and the second subsequence. Now, in the first sequence, in the first email, we're simply going to ask for permission to send over a personalized video about our strategy. And here's an example of what that copy could look like. Hey, interested in hearing your thoughts on a tool we're creating for Smart Lead and Instantly users. People who use our tool average a 5.8% positive reply rate and double bookings in 28 days. Can I send over a 60-second video and get your thoughts on it? So that's the ask here. We ask for permission to send over the video. If our permission is granted, meaning they want to receive the video, then we simply mark them as interested, which moves them to the first subsequence. And in this subsequence, the video gets sent, followed by 5 follow-up. Now, let's go back to the first sequence again. If they don't respond to the initial email, we send the video regardless in the first follow-up. So what you can see here is, no matter if they respond positively to this initial email or don't respond at all, they still receive the exact same video. So the video here or the video here. They receive the exact same video. And the reason we have it this way is because you cannot send video links or links at all in your initial email. It will damage your deliverability. So the way to avoid that is by doing this. Here we ask to send over the video, no permission granted, they get the video, permission granted, they get the video. That's how we sort of move around that. Now, here's the thing where a lot of people don't utilize videos to its fullest potential, because they just continue with this sequence no matter if someone responds or doesn't respond or watches the video. They just continue with it. Now, if someone watches this video right here in the second email but don't reply to your email, they should not get the same follow-up message as everyone. So what happens when someone watches the video and don't respond to the email is that they get pulled to the second subsequence, which is a dynamic follow-up. In this follow-up, it could look something like this. Hi, now I noticed you watched my video, but I never heard back from you. Did something show up or is it not relevant? And this will put people on the spot. You're calling them out. So you will force them sort of to reply. They're much more likely to respond to this than just a generic bump up follow-up email. And the way we set this up is basically just via Zapier is the easiest way, or Make. So what we have is we have a new lead event in Vinna, which is video played. If that trigger happens, then it causes this action to change the lead status to, well, waiting for response. And what that waiting for response label is set to, that will basically, that's the condition to activate the subsequence, the second subsequence. So as soon as someone is labeled that's waiting for response, they will get pulled into this subsequence here. And as I said, that's this subsequence here. So these two sequences right here, they are the exact same. The only difference is that this one have a different dynamic follow-up. So that's how it works. This applies to, say someone don't watch the video here, but they watch the video like on step 4. They still get pulled to step 1 of this sequence. And same thing applies here. They watch the video here, like on step 4. They still restart the sequence, only that they get this one. So that's how it works. It's super simple. Now, let's say they agree to receive the video in the first email. Then you mark them as interested or whatever condition you set here. And what that will do is it will move them to the subsequence number 1, as mentioned previously. And if they respond positively here, and here's basically we asking for a call. So if we receive a positive response here, it's likely going to be to book a meeting. Same thing here. So on these 3 follow-ups here, if someone responds positively, it's going to be to agree to a meeting, 99% of the cases. So the only email where we are not asking for the meeting is the first email in the sequence. Every other email is us asking for the meeting. That is basically it. That's the entire workflow that I use, mapped out as simple as I could explain it. And I hope this helped. Now, if you want to sign up for Vinna and give personalized videos a try, then you can simply go to sendler.ai, which is a software that I use. But in here, if you want to give it a try, you can sign up using the code VINNA50 and you will get 50% off on your first month of signing up. So you have a great offer there. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you want more. Take care.